Shalom.
Shalom.
GMS Charlotte coming at you with a quick hitter through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Hawah Shah. First and foremost, before we get started, I want to say, Kara Light La, Yahweh Bahashemi Hawah Shah, Bahashemi Karadash. A double honor to the elders and the apostles, great mercy on tell us the truth and rule well. Much respect to you, brothers out there pushing the truth for all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom. Just going into, this is a spiritual battle, Could you get that, 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3.
Okay.
Because Esau and 2/3, they rely on carnal means, because they're natural men, they weren't blessed with the faith.
Okay. This is it's like it. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh.
So even though we in this world, our battle is read again, Papa Chop.
For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh.
So even though we're in the flesh, even though we're walking in this world, we're not to act worldly,
Verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds.
So the weapons of our warfare, being the Israelites, the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, our power is not to go after carnality. We were blessed with the spirit.
Okay.
Could you get that word for carnal, Baba Kasha?
Because, throughout the Bible, you can see various examples of our people, trusting in Yahweh Shemi Hawah Shah. And that's the spirit, because he delivers us out of our afflictions time and time again. The definition for carnal, relating to or given to crude bodily pleasures and appetites.
You read again?
Guys, relating to or given to crude bodily pleasures and appetites.
So you're not supposed to be moving off of your feelings, man. That's what niggas do. That's what Esau does.
That's what this society has, trained us to do, man. We've been brainwashed into believing and following after your emotions. Mm-hmm. And now we're being re-brainwashed to follow after Yahweh Shemi Hawah Shah through his spirit, man.
That's why we got to put off that old man. Could you get the definition of mighty too? Because again, our power is the spirit,
Mighty, possessing might, powerful, accomplished or characterized by might, great or imposing in size or extent, extraordinary.
Keep on. Oh no, it's on the Strong's.
Oh, you want the okay.
Hey, because this word is mighty. Scripts say that we can do all things through Hamashiach who strengthens us, and what strengthens us, our strength is that faith, believing on the word.
Okay, here we go. It's like this is the Strong's G for mighty.
Strong's G 1415. Dunatas.
Yep,
Dunatas. Able, powerful, strong, mighty in wealth and influence, strong in soul, to bear calamities and trials with fortitude and patience. Ooh, that's great. Strong in Christian value, to be able to do something, mighty, excelling in something, having power for something.
Can you go to the other one? Let me see. It says to be able to do something. This word is able to defeat Esau, Edom, and the rest of the world.
And just
you go, bro.
Like I say, to bear calamities and trials, man. That spirit is mighty. It's gonna have to be mighty when Jacob's trouble starts. So he say to bear calamities and trials with fortitude and patience, and that patience goes into waiting on Yahweh Shemi Hawah Shah, because we know we can't use carnal means to deliver ourselves from this trouble.
You finish the verse out, bro.
It's 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 5.
Those are verse 4.
Verse 4, For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds.
Hey, so this word pulls down those strongholds, and some of those strongholds being Catholicism, Islam, being self-made, getting to how you live. This word tears those things down. The different ideologies other than this truth. All right. I'm reading verse 5. It says, casting down the imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach. So this word destroys the reasonings, the proud reasonings and opinions of those that contend with the Bible, and it brings us to obedience of Hamashiach. All right. And this is Hebrews 11:1. It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. All right. So faith is our number one weapon, in this walk. It's basically faith is the proof of things that we know is going to happen. Faith is the proof that the Bible is true. You can get John 6:63 Bible shot. Because the Lord said, the words that He speaks to us is the Spirit.
This is John, John chapter 6. It says 16.
6 and 63.
6 and 63. It is the Spirit that quickeneth.
It's the Spirit that quickeneth. The words quickeneth. You go into the word quickeneth. It means to make alive. The word brings us back to life, man. All these other different ideologies and vain philosophies, all those are, those things bring death, man. The only thing that's going to bring us to life is this truth, the Spirit.
The flesh profiteth nothing.
The flesh profiteth nothing, man. Being carnal is not going to profit anything. Going back and forth with different people in the world is not going to profit anything.
The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life.
So the word is life. That's what's going to lead to eternal life.
I got the precept.
This
is Matthew chapter 26 and 41. This is Matthew 26 and 41. Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. Right? So, the temptations of this world are to appease the flesh so that they makes you embrace that carnal side. But like we just read back in John, man. Let me go back to it.
I got it right here, bro.
Okay.
This is John 6 and 63. It is the Spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing.
Right. The flesh profiteth nothing from the quickening of the Spirit, man. That beast inside you can't profit from you building up your spirit. That's why we're in that fight. That's a fight that we have with ourselves from day to day, man. But like it says, that temptation, you watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit is indeed willing, but the flesh is weak. So, fighting off that temptation, your spirit wants to, but the flesh wants to indulge in that carnality, man. So that's what our main fight is, man. Like the brother said, we're in a spiritual war right now.
This is Jeremiah 5 and 14. It says, wherefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, power of hosts, because ye speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them. So this word has power, man. Going back to 2 Corinthians, it tears down strongholds. Scripts go into the word being sharp like a two-edged sword. I got another one. This is Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 15. Because in this spiritual battle, you gotta be cautious. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly. And when you go into this word circumspectly, circum means 360 around, and spec means to watch. Going into that verse you brought out, bro. It said watch. Time and time again in the scripture it says to watch. You got to be attentive of the things that's going on. All right. It says not as fools but as wise. So you got to walk attentively and diligently. It says. Verse 16, redeeming the times because the days are evil, and this is done through diligence, the Lord say, seek him 10 times more, since we fell away, seek him 10 times more.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, something else, bro.
This Proverbs 24:10. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength was small. So basically, fainting during that tribulation, during that temptation, allowing your flesh to get the better of you is because you lacked faith. You lack the Spirit. That's something we have to pray for, on a daily basis, that we have more faith to endure during these times, because we know that we're going to be tested, at an all-time high, man.
Got a precept. This is 2nd Ezra 9:1, because how you watch is, you got to measure up the times. You got to measure up biblical prophecy with the current events. All right. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently. So with diligence, when you go into the word diligence, it means with care in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, it goes into the next verse. But when you see the signs, when you line it up with biblical prophecy, you know what time you in, so that you can effectively, watch.
Okay.
You got something else, bro?
I ain't anything else.
Hey, Lord willing, this quick video was edifying. We can close it out by saying, call light and lie. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Hey, double honor to the elders and apostles, great melts on the told us truth, rule well. Much respect to you, brothers there, pushing the truth, for all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.